Well, good morning. I think it's still morning. Still morning here when I'm doing it. I mean, I probably won't be morning when you're watching it, but alright. So today I'm going to rip the box with the Fiesta. This is the one that I've got built at the minute with a 1.7 gear set, 1.7 final drive, but with a 1.6 fifth gear. It makes it quite nice for motorway and dual carriageway sort of things, but I never do that anyway. A lot of people run the FRP setup, which is 1.7 gear set and 1.6 final drive, but to be fair, when I worked it out for this, with it being the 2 litre and it only revs to about, at the minute, it only revs to about 6.5, 7. You don't really need, it wouldn't justify messing about with all the gear sets for the extra revs. I would just run out of revs quicker than everyone else, but I've got the torque over everyone else, so, well, most of the people with these or Pumas or whatever, most of them just run the Pumas or the 1.6s. Obviously that's a 2 litre VTEC on carbs, and don't worry, I've got the air filter in there. I don't run it air filterless. I hate people that do that. Rallying anyway, fair enough if you're on track and it's fairly clean, but yeah, so I think I'll start ripping this thing apart and crack on. Going to drain the box. That's up ahead. Got ready to pull the shaft through. And I know it's got a horrendous oil leak. It comes from there. And the reason for that is when I built the box first time, I bought some sealer from a local place, and it said on the tube, gearboxes. It was just clear silicon RTV, but it said gearboxes on it, so it's specific, and it could be used in gearboxes. Don't use it. It pours, dude. There's a drip on the floor, and you can see all along the bottom of the car. There's a bit ropey under there at the minute, but yeah. And I just put the drain plug out, and literally nothing came out. Literally nothing. That's why the car's been immobile. It's minging, but it's cleanable. It'll all clean off. It's just minging. It's just need to pull this out. Speedo sensor. Let's crack that off now. I need to pull the drive out for it as well, because the other box doesn't have a drive in. Because I think I robbed the drive out of that box to put it in this box, because it was buggered, broken. Which can be a common problem with these, should I say. Got there eventually. There again. Because that's the speedo sensor there. Or drive. It could be a nightmare to get out as well. But the plastic inside and the snap. And also I need to swap this out. Put the old release bearing on. It's old, it still works though. And I know people that have put new ones in, and they've been horrendous. Bursting and noisy and failing after a few thousand miles. That one, the bear's just slightly noisy. Doesn't really matter. Still works fine, so it's going back in. decided I'm going to do a quick video on changing these, because there isn't much of a video or a good way of showing how they work and how they come out. I know from experience and looking on YouTube and everything's crap. And also, changing one of these is pretty simple, and let's be fair, if you need a hand changing this, you probably just had a hand getting your box out. But this one, this bit confuses quite a lot of people, and it can be an absolute nightmare. These, the steel raw pins, because it's a cast alley box, they corrode together and sometimes they never come out. But if you're lucky, this is what should happen. Obviously this is going to happen because it's already been out, but get a set of grips onto there. Obviously different if you're in the car, but still, wiggle it and it should pull out if you're lucky. Looks like that. This should also lift up, but it won't. I won't lift up. Trying to do this one-handed is painless. Screwdriver. Pull the brake fluid on the floor from the release pipe. Mayflower. This should. I don't want to break it because I need it. Come out, please. Come on. I'm going to try putting that on there. That doesn't. That kind of half works. Doesn't really matter about the threads too much. As long as you can get the thing back on, it's fine. So, relief. Bloody hell. Come on, Hoot. There we go. Come on. Nope. Come on. Come on. Hoot, now you want in. Doesn't help with grips and nails, but get there eventually. There we go, she's coming. There we go. That's what they look like. That's that drives off the diff I put on earlier. That's what it looks like inside, and they've got a common problem with snapping because they're only plastic. Then you obviously lose your speedo drive. And if you rule out your wiring and your speedo, it's usually one of these. Either that or well, I've had two of them go, so it's usually these. But I don't know whether you'll be able to see doing them there, but can't put a torch on? No, I can't. Oh well. But you'll have to take my word from the other one. Down in there is that brown speedo drive ring that you put on the bit on the diff. Another instruction bit. The way to tell you got a RS Turbo limited slip diff is if you look through there. I'm gonna get a torch because it's horrendous. There's one. Sorry, it's got panel. But yes. So what are you doing on the floor? If you look in there, you can see there's an like a big block with a hole in the middle of it. And it's kind of half better. That is the RS Turbo limited slip diff. I'll get up, move to the other box. Wait till if you've got a Quaife diff. You should know if you've got a Quaife diff, but you've got 4 notches, the gap in the solid bit in the middle, and also those lines, those grooves, and then an open diff. You can see straight through it, and you can see the thingy for the, I forgot what to call them now.